So there's this recurring feature in Nintendo-published games where they'll gate your progression behind grabbing a certain number of collectibles. This pops up all the time. Pokemon Legends Arceus won't let you progress to the next zone unless you get more Pokédex points, Rare's N64 platformers are big sandboxes full of semi-optional thingies, and hunting after a quota of hidden treasures to open locked gates is basically the defining structural feature of every 3D Mario game. Notably, Donkey Kong Bonanza doesn't use bananas to halt your progression at all until the post-game, but if you don't collect any, you won't be able to upgrade your Banana-G, which is a kind of tragic failure state in and of itself. Anyway, this progression gating mechanic is supposedly shared by Kirby and the Forgotten Land. There are Waddle Dees scattered all across each of the game's levels, and the challenges they're locked behind are really cute and interesting, so it makes sense that you'd want to make them feel valuable within the game design. And indeed, every boss level is preceded by a gate with a specified number of Waddle Dees that you need to acquire so that they can tear it open in a blind, furious rage. Makes sense. But let's take a closer look at the numbers here. The first boss gate has a noted requirement of 17 Waddle Dees. Now each main level has somewhere between 6 and 8 optional ones, but you also get 3 just for beating one for the first time. The first 4 levels before this boss gate contain a total of 39 Waddle Dees, but out of these there are 12 that you're already going to have just by virtue of having gotten this far in the first place. So cutting through this noise, we can think of the actual requirement as being 5 out of 27 optional Waddle Dees. Not super strict, but it's the first world, so it's a good number for gently introducing the idea that these guys are going to be important later on. However, it's when we come to the second world that things get a little bit weird. By this point, you'll have done the boss for World 1 and the 4 main levels in World 2, which is 15 guaranteed Waddle Dees on top of the 17 you used to get through World 1. To be clear, it is not possible to get to this gate without collecting 32 of the currently available 85 Waddle Dees. So how many do you need to get through this one? 19. A collectible requirement of minus 13 Waddle Dees. And spoilers, this is how every single other Waddle Dee gate in the game works. Apart from World 1, it is just completely 100% impossible to get to a boss gate without having more Waddle Dees than you need to open it. They get more and more obviously insane with each boss too. Like I said, each world gives you a guaranteed 15 Waddle Dees, and these gate numbers go up in increments of 2. So by the time you arrive at Big Man DDD's sexy lava palace to get started on the final boss gauntlet, you're going to have at least 92 of the available 293 Waddle Dees. And the gate only requires you to have 32. These things are bloody useless. What is this doing here? Why is this a mechanic if the chance of it impacting you during most of your playthrough is literally sub-zero? Did the game originally have real progression gating that then got removed during development, or was this always intended to be a little sleight of hand trick from HAL Laboratory, giving players the impression that the little guys they've collected are amounting to something without ever actually inconveniencing them? No way of knowing, I suppose. But does this non-feature constitute a legitimate failure in the game's design? No, it doesn't, but it is quite funny. Thanks for watching.